Hi, this is Linda with C&O bringing you a tutorial on how to resize photo images using free online tools. There's a few reasons why you might want to do that. You might need to resize an image for Facebook. You might need to crop images or resize them for a application. Any reason that you have, there are free online tools that you can do to resize photos that you have on your computer. So I'm going to show you a couple things. If you type in a search for online image resizer, you can come across a lot of free tools. This is one of them, and I kind of want to warn you about these. They're fine. You can upload an image. This one lets you make the background transparent. It lets you do a few things, but you really want to watch these sites because they've got these nice big green buttons like, okay, I'm going to start or I'm going to continue. These are spam links, and you can kind of tell by this little X in the corner. These are going to take you places that you don't want to go. I don't know if you can maybe be in danger of malware on your computer, but it gets you into these ads that you don't want to go into. So you want to beware of these sites. Here's another one. You can bring your image in. If you're really careful and you stick to these blue tools, you'll be fine. But if you click on any of these nice bright green buttons, it's going to take you to some spam or some advertising. So what I really recommend is using a professional tool like Adobe Photoshop. Now Adobe has this application called Adobe Photoshop Express, and it's free. I did sign up for an account because it will only let you do so many downloads and then it will limit you. But if you sign up for an account, it does not cost anything and it gives you access, and you can use this tool, and it's a wonderful tool. So if you go to their homepage and click Resize a Photo, and I will include these links in the document below, so you'll be able to get these links to go to these pages. It will open up your very simple interface. Not distracting, very easy. You can click the button to upload a file from your computer, or you can just drag and drop. So I've got a file on my desktop. I'm just going to drag it in here, and it brings it up on the interface. Over here on the left, you have your tools, different things you can do with your image. If you have a free account, these are accessible to you. If you did not sign up, you can still use the Resize Image, but some of these other tools will not be available to you. Today we're just going to focus on resizing the image. Down here is the magnifying glass, and this does not resize, but it does change your view. It's showing me 50% of the image, and I really want to see my whole image on the screen. So I'm just going to click down to 25% just so that I can view it. The actual size of the image is over here on the right. The image that I dragged in is 2000 by 1333. So it's a pretty nice size image. The requirement that I have today is that my image on the longest side, which is the width, needs to be 1600 pixels. So I'm just going to highlight this with my mouse and type in 1600. You could also use the up and down buttons, which will take a bit longer. Either way, all you have to do is type in one dimension. This lock means that it's going to stay proportional. So when I go ahead and click on the gray area, it's going to resize my image to 1600, which is what I typed in, and it's going to keep the proportion on the other length. So now my image is sized the way I want it, and I can download. It's just that simple. You can click download. I do want to apply the edits because I did resize it, so I'll hit the apply button. Now I can name my file, and for my purposes, I want to give it a number. I want to give it my name. And I want to give it a title, Tropical Leaves. You don't need to put any extension here. The program is going to do that for you. I want to choose a JPEG image myself. And depending on what you want this for, you can bring the quality all the way up to 100. Now look at this, because it's quite a large file, 1.4 megabytes. I like to be in kilobytes if I'm going to upload things to the web. So I'm going to go ahead and drag the slider down to about 90%, which is still a very good image size. It's a good quality image, but it brings that file size down, not quite so large. It's got the dimensions that I want, and I'm going to go ahead and download it to and save the file. It goes to my downloads. Now I'm going to drag that off and open that image. And let me just size it to the screen here. I can see that even though I chose that it's not 100% quality, I can see that it's a pretty nice clear image at a big size. And so for my purposes to upload this to a website, I think the image quality looks pretty good. So I'm going to be happy with that. All right, now if I need to do another image, I can either refresh my page in the browser, or I can click Open Image right here on the right. And it gives me that interface again. So the next thing I'm going to show you is, I'll show you a different size image. If we go with a vertical image instead of a horizontal one, click Resize Image. Again, I want my longest side to be 1600 pixels. So this time I'm going to go with the height. Put that at 1600, click in the gray, and it sizes it proportionally. And again, you can go through those same steps to download, naming the image, choosing the quality. I've got one more thing to show you before we finish this tutorial, and that is if you've got an image that is kind of small. Okay, I've got an image that is only 400 by 300. Well, I can take the width here and put it at 1600. It will resize my image, but when you take a small image and you blow it up larger, you are stretching those pixels so that it stretches out to that bigger size. So if you look at it at 100%, you can see that you've got a very blurry, bad quality image. So when you're resizing, you do want to think about that. You want to start with a fairly large size image and size it down preferably, because then you'll get a nice clear image online. Although you can resize things larger, it does degrade the quality. So I did just want to kind of show you how that worked there. That's it for our resizing. Look in the links below for Adobe Photoshop Express and have fun resizing your image. Thanks for joining us today.